In this video, we're just going to focus on, once we get them set up, how to work them out and how to solve them in the calculator. Now, we're going to be using cross multiplication. And what that means is we'll be taking and multiplying. You'll look at the problem that you have. And do you see that if we cross here and here, we have two numbers that we can put into our calculator. So the buttons you would press, of course, would be 24. And you're going to multiply that by the sign of 22. So 24, and then press multiplication. I'm going to make it a star because in a lot of the calculators it does look like that. The sign of 22 degrees. And make certain that you close out the angle when you do that. And we're cross multiplying. Technically, then we've talked about it in there. If you were to work it out, it would look something like this. You would do multiply this times that, and you would get 24 times the sine of 22 degrees, right? And you would set that equal to the sine of 40b, sine of 40 degrees b. And then in order to isolate b, we end up having to divide sine of 40 on both sides. And once we do that, these two right here, the two sine of 40s, will cancel out, and all that's left is, in fact, b. But we kind of took a little shortcut, and we said, just press the divide key, and then you're going to substitute the other number that you have to plug in there. Sometimes it's a number, sometimes it's sine. In this case, it is sine of 40. Again, make certain that you put your parentheses on there. So this is one type of problem where we had to solve. And this one is going to be very similar. You're going to press 7, and then your multiplication. Sine of 53, because it is across from the 7, sine 53. Make sure you have your parentheses in your calculator, and then hit your divide key, and you will get the divide by the sine of 44. Sine of 44, again parentheses, and you'll know that you have the correct answer. Same thing is going to be for this one. 3, you would multiply 24 times sine of 39, divide by sine 20. And this one's similar. You're going to take 9 times sine of 63, divide by sine 16. This one's also the same, 16 times the sine of 93, divide by sine 29. But then we got to these types of problems where we had angle. And the only difference that we have on there is we do have to push the shift key and make certain that the calculator says sine of -1. That means it's looking for an angle. Every time you're looking for an angle in trig, you're going to see that over and over and over again, sometimes called arc trig, or I'm sorry, arc sine. So then the rest of it's the same. We are looking for the two solid numbers with no variables. I always like to lead out with my sides because it's just a consistent way to do it. And sine of 88. Make certain anytime after the sine you put your parentheses around that. And then you're going to divide by the one that doesn't have the variable. Divide by, do you see it's the 26? Good job. This one is also going to be solved the same way. I know because it says measure of an angle. I need an angle. So be sure to press the Shift key, is what I'm saying, Shift. It's at the blue key on the TI-84s. And I'll show it to you in this video. So after we do that, we'll see, and again, always pushing sign on law of sines. Then we'll cross multiply. I'm looking for two solid numbers. That's going to be these two. Lead out with my side, 20, multiplied by the sine of 82. Be sure to put your parentheses there. And divide by 29.